Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming to my Patreon page. If you know me from my past podcast projects, which included the OBGYN Wino and Beloved Holistics Radio, I'm very, very passionate about women's health. Through those projects, I developed quite a platform, and it was my pleasure and honor to be tapped to take on this new project, the Holistic OBGYN podcast, where I'm going to be providing summaries and insight from an allopathic physician for how to best care for women's health needs. But I'm now also going to be incorporating some other modalities, such as Eastern philosophies like Ayurveda, Chinese medicine, meditation, Tai Chi, Qigong, etc., chakra loading and balancing. And most importantly, from a podcast perspective, I'm going to be bringing other voices into the space, including moms, dads, and midwives, doulas, childbirth educators, people who have created products, written books, and people who really understand birth either through personal experience or as support people. I'll also be bringing in voices from other healing modalities like hyperbaric oxygen therapists like Jason and Melissa Saunders. I'm going to be bringing in holistic health coaches. I'm going to be bringing in voices from supplement companies like Wade Lightheart of Bioptimizers. You're going to get all of this perspective, and I really, really hope that it's going to start to light the fire for changing the model of healthcare that we provide here in the United States and really around the world as it pertains to women's healthcare needs. So there's so many great ways to be able to support the show. First off, if you haven't left an iTunes review, it helps to rise in the rankings. You can do that easily at no cost, of course. If you'd like to financially support us, we're a 501c3. We operate entirely on donations, and that includes production costs, equipment costs. It includes editing of social media images, editing of show notes. All of that takes time and it takes money. So any dollar that you give to this cause is going to be very, very welcome. The ultimate goal here is to help use this platform towards a greater vision for creating a birth retreat center where we'll do everything from birth to death and everything in between through a lifestyle medicine approach. Hopefully it'll be adjacent to a biodynamic farm. We'll grow all of our own food, and we'll be able to welcome babies into the world and take care of women in the way that we know is better. So the ways that you can do that financially are you can make a one-time donation, or you can provide a monthly donation, and there's going to be different levels of support. So as you'll find if you dig through some of these sponsorship tiers, at the $25 per month level, you're going to get access to a folder that is probably the culmination of about 1,000 plus hours of my own time through my study of the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, practice bulletins, and committee opinions. I have taken each of those documents, almost every single one. There's like a few hundred committee opinions, so I haven't done all of those. But what happens is every month the Green Journal produces, which is the major OBGYN journal in the United States, one of the two. They produce these practice guidelines and they revise them occasionally. So every month there'll be one or two of these documents out of hundreds that get amended. And I will go back doing my due diligence as a physician to read through, to make amendments, to make sure that I know what's up to date, what the most recent literature says, and then I actually will update these documents. These previously were my own personal library of documents, right? My reference materials. And so I'm going to make that accessible to anybody who contributes at $25 per month. And that'll be through a Google Drive folder that you'll be able to easily access with your email. There's two other levels of support. Fortunately, I've got a lot of support within the supplement and within the sort of wellness community for what I'm trying to do. So for $647 or more, up to $997, you will get a medium-sized box of gifts just as a sign of gratitude for your generous donation. And that's going to include oils, supplements, books, you name it. There's going to be a collection of things. And then at the $997 donation level, it's a one-time donation. It helps support us as a 501c3. You're going to get a spackling of additional stuff. It's going to be much more rich and much more comprehensive. So if either of those things interest you, please consider donating to the Holistic OBGYN podcast. We are a 501c3, meaning your donations are tax deductible. We'll send you a letter. Well, the organization will send you a letter with our EIN, and it will absolutely be a valuable write-off for your taxes and will be so helpful to keeping our production going. So thanks again. My name is Nathan Riley, and I appreciate your donation.